My God.
It's not even on right now.
You watch Pokemon?
There we go. Yeah. First link.
Yeah.
So what is this? This is Lomas.
Lomas 26, Jermaine.
Lomas.
You're gonna give me nightmares or what, man?
Is it?
Yeah, that's Lomas. That's the guy that jumped me when I was a kid. Yeah.
So how
Man, you guys did some research, bro. Barakallah.
what's that experience like?
Getting jumped? No fun. I'll tell you that much, man. I wouldn't recommend it for a weekend.
You're the second guest we've had, alhamdulillah, and 2 out of 2 of y'all got beaten up. You realize?
Oh yeah,
this?
that's true.
Sean King has a crazy story of how he got assaulted at that age too.
Really?
Yeah, by racist rednecks. And then you have this story, subhanAllah.
Yeah, there was no racist rednecks in my neighborhood. They'd be scared.
This was the catalyst to you joining
Yeah.
the other gang.
Yeah.
Can you pull up the next link?
I'm impressed you guys found this.
Roll back home exclusive.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look back at this image or the gang that you joined as a means of trying to protect yourself, protect your family,
Yeah.
like what comes to mind?
Tough times. Yeah, rough times. Yeah, it's not like people that haven't actually lived that life watching Lil Wayne videos, they don't realize how difficult that life really is because Lil Wayne never lived that life.
Hey man, he was standing on top of a bus and didn't fall. You saw that when he was bouncing?
No, I didn't.
It's a video, bro.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Okay.
Right? But the thing is like that's not how the gang life actually is, right? It's not, you're not sitting on Ferraris throwing money at, women and stuff, or that's just not the way it is, right? You go to school and you still got to go to homework and you still got attention to deal with. And then at the same time, you have to worry about, am I going to get shot walking home, as my best friend got shot 2 months ago kind of a thing, right? So it's difficult. It's tough time. It's rough, right? It's a lot of stress. And, we don't have therapy. We don't have hugs and kisses and all that kind of stuff. You pull up your socks and you do what you got to do, right? But it toughens you, right?
You don't dap your homeboy for an extra 2 seconds. Just
Nah. You don't.
No?
They might think, bro, you're from the we're SoCal, bro, not the Bay Area.
I know if I was going through it, I'd be like, bro, this allergy's acting up, man. Hey man, I haven't seen you in like 2 hours, man.
I mean, to be honest, a lot of them were there for you. Like if you were really going through a hard time, they would be there for you. But we learned to mask emotion because you just couldn't show fear in the hood, right? And that's why, like, when people talk about PTSD and people talk about these things, it kind of makes me like I don't know, man, because the stuff we went through should be giving us PTSD, right? Like,
I feel you.
You never heard of Mujahid having PTSD, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Why
right?
why do you end up still going to school and doing homework? Like, I respect that, but I'm just like, I would show my teacher my tat real quick just so she would never ask me to turn in an assignment.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? A lot of the teachers, we did threaten them and they did give us A's and that kind of thing. I mean, there's a interesting story. I'm sure if you watch a lot of stuff, you might have heard it, but we had a new principal that came to our school. His name was Ariel. And he was one of those guys that was, I don't want to get canceled here.
Hefty?
No.
Fruity?
He was the same mindset as Netanyahu. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Right? But he came in with this attitude of, I'm going to fix this school. Like, I'm a tough guy, And he'd watch too many of those movies, where you come in and you act tough,
Coach
and then
Carter?
Yes.
I don't know, whatever, right? And then like the gang kids will respect you, but we were gangsters, like so we used to walk around and like together and stuff. And then he just walked up on us and he's like, "I'm the new sheriff in town," and I was all up in your face, I don't know what you guys think you've been getting away with, but I'm your principal now, and this, and we were like, all right, cool, relax, bro, all right, no problem, right? So then we had a network, like, these gangs were big. They're not like, so we're like, all right, find out who this guy is, where he lives, who's kids, everything, So we got all the info back, and found out his kids went to this private school.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, all right, so do you know anybody at that school? Like, yeah, we got people there, like not like gangsters, but people that want to hang out with us, like guys that, are semi-gangsters. So we're like, all right.
You had gang members enrolled in a private school, or they just
So the way it is, right? Like there's the actual gang.
Okay.
And these gangs are like 5,000, 6,000 strong.
Sure.
Right? Like MS-13, 18th, those are like 50, 60,000 strong.
Wow.
But we're all under one structure called Sureños. Sureños is like Southern California. And then up here is the Norteños, right? So under the Norteños is like hundreds of gangs. Under the Sureños, hundreds of gangs. Like, and then each gang has tens of thousands. So you have the gang members that are actual jumped in, bona fide gang members. And then you have people that hang out with you. These aren't actual gangsters. They're not bona fide jumped in, but they hang out with the gang, right?
Okay.
Somebody may call them wannabes or whatever, right? So we didn't have like actual bona fide gang members, but we did have a lot of guys that used to hang out with us and tried to hang out with us and tried to be cool and fit in that were going to the private school. And they were the cool kids in the private school because they were gangster-ish. You know?
I see.
So we call them up and they, the gang doesn't like ask you, they tell you and you do, right? So we told them, look, this kid, he's this nerdy kid at your school. When school gets out tomorrow, don't let him get on the bus going home. Take him out for donuts. Hang out with him. So they told him, hey, you want to hang out? He was like, yeah, I want to hang out with the cool kids. I want to fit in. Like, That's why you don't try to fit in, right? So
I was 10.
No, not you, bro. I'm just saying. I mean, the people, bro. Nah. Don't try to be Little Wayne, man, right? So
I would have taken the donuts any day of the week.
Right? So that kid took the donuts, right? So they took him out. They're just having a good time. Yeah. Now school just got off for us too at the same time, right? So I went into his office and I was like, "Hey, Ariel, how's your son?" And then he was like, "What? Like, how do you know I have a son?" I told him, "Do you have a son?" He's like, "Yeah." Well, how is he? He's like, "What do you mean? How is he?" He's like, "How is he? Where is he at?" He's like, "He's home." Like, I don't think so.
Oof.
So, this is before cell phones, right? So he picked up his desk phone, called home. Son didn't get on the bus, right? So he calls the school. School's like, he's out. So now he's freaking out. Where's my son? Oh, why would I know where your son is? I'm like, I'll call the police. Call the police. I'm in school. Like you're my alibi. I've been in school all day. Like all my friends all are here in school. Like, you don't even tell the police, like, he asked me how my son is. Like, it's not a crime to ask how your son is. So we were just chilling, hanging out in the office, and he was freaking out, making calls. After a while, he comes, he's like, look, I'll do anything. Just get my son back to me. Like, I don't have your son. Like, what do you think's in my pocket? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean get your son back to you? Go put him on a milk carton or something. Like, right? After a little while from back, I was like, all right, tell you what, I'll make some calls. I'll try to figure something out. See what I can do. Things are going to be different, right? He's like, yeah, whatever you want, So then I paged my friends, and then, I had pagers back then. They went to a payphone, called me back. I said, hey, man, take him home. I'm like, all right. So his son had no idea. He just thought he hung out with some cool gangsterish kids and had donuts and went home. And then,
sent that boy home with a Boston good.
Bro,
Sheikh was playing.
I'm telling you,
chess.
Like that 4-dimensional chess right there, bro. Yeah. That principal, the rest of the year, he was, how you guys doing? You need anything? You're good. We used to sell drugs, like all kinds of stuff openly in that school. Nobody touched us.
Wow.
Right? So yeah, I mean, we had things like that. I had a Spanish teacher. I took 2 years of Spanish. Didn't learn anything from her, But we used to give her
probably learn more Spanish from the gang.
For sure. I mean, I spoke Spanish growing up, Spanglish. Because, the abuelas and tias, you speak to them in Spanish, right?
Plata o plomo. That's all you go, man. Yeah, I watch Narcos. I know what I'm talking about.
That's real stuff, though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.